Okay, my friends, this is going to be a very short video. We're going to do two problems together, and then the lesson's going to be yours. So this is using our brains and thinking logically about all the things we've done with coordinates and ordered pairs and absolute values and applying it to one lesson, thinking about how to solve problems on a coordinate plane. So here we go. When I look at this, I have one key to every one of our questions. The key idea is right here. Read the problem. And I know some of you are like, well, I always do. This is what happens. Zoom. I skim through it and I pick up a couple of numbers. And then we think, oh, well, I have numbers. Has to be yesterday's lesson, right? And yesterday's lesson was I cross out the one axis that's the same, and then I add or subtract if they're opposite numbers. And then you go here and you're like, oh, I don't have either that are the same. And then you come to me and say, Mr. Barker, I don't know what to do. I said, did you read it? Yeah. What are you asked to do? I don't know. Because you're skimming. Skimming doesn't work. Stop skimming. I read the problem. An artist is using an illustration program. The program uses a coordinate plane with the origin of 0, 0 located at the center of the computer screen. The artist draws a dinosaur centered on the point 4, 6. Then she moves it 10 units to the left and 10 units down. What ordered pair represents the dinosaur's new location? Use the graphic organizer to help you solve the problem. This is your graphic organizer. So we start with asking, what is it that I need to find? It says I need to find the ordered pair. So that's my answer. I need to find an ordered pair. Ordered pair in parentheses, separated by comma, my X number first, my Y number second. What information do I need to use? Well, I need to know where the dinosaur started, and it wasn't 0, 0, right? It's 4, 6. And then I know I'm moving to the left 10 and I'm moving down 12. All right, so if I know how to do that, then I'm going to draw a diagram on my coordinate plane. I'm just going to use my coordinate plane to solve my problem. So I'm going to use this information. I'm going to start by graphing which one? 4, 6. Then from that point, I'm going to count to the left 10, and then I'm going to go down 12. And I know my answer has to be an ordered pair. So I'm going to go ahead and in this blank put my parentheses and my comma so I know what my answer has to look like. And then I have to start. I'm going to plot 4, 6, right? So my X is going forward. It's positive. Now, I'm not going to count 4 boxes, am I? Because it's giving me values of 2 for each box. So I'm going to go forward to the 4. And then it says to go up because it's positive. So I'm going to go up to the value of 6. I'm going to put my point. And that's where my green dinosaur is going to begin. Then I'm going to go 10, a value of 10, right? Not 10 boxes, a value of 10 to the left. So I'm going to go straight across. I'm going to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and that's right there. Well, what X point does that line up with? That lines up with -6, right? So in my ordered pair, I'm going to say, well, that's -6. And then I'm going to go down to find my Y. And I go down 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And that ends up with a -6 also. So where does the dinosaur end up once she plots it on the computer program? It ends up with the ordered pair of -6, -6. That, my friends, is the answer. That's all I need to do. The second practice problem. I told you this is going to be quick. My second practice problem, once again, key, read it, don't skim it, read it. I don't want to be, some confused dinosaur. Tyrone and Kyra both walk home from school. Kyra walks 4 blocks east and 3 blocks south to get home. Tyrone lives 3 blocks west and 3 blocks south of the school. How far apart are Tyrone and Kyra's homes? Use the graphic organizer to solve the problem. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for how far, right? And so how far is a distance? What's my distance measurement? The miles? No, it says blocks, doesn't it? So I know I'm going to use blocks as my label when I finish my answer. But now I have east, west, south, south. I have these directions, and I need to know what my compass rose tells me, because if I don't understand a compass rose, north, south, west, east, then I'm going to get really confused on where I'm going. So when I use that information, I have to begin by plotting where are we beginning. It doesn't say, right? It doesn't give me an ordered pair for the school. So in these kind of problems, I would always suggest that you just assume that the school is 0, 0. Okay, so I know what I'm labeling and what I'm finding. I know where I'm starting at the same point, and we're going to use 0, 0. And that Kyra walks 4 east and 3 south, and Tyrone walks 3 west and 3 south. And then my information, I'm going to use this to find my distance. So if I say my school is 0, 0 right here at the beginning, I need to plot where Kyra's house is. So I'm going to go 4 east and 3 south, and east is forward, right? So that's going to be my X. So I'm going to go forward 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then south is down. So I'm going to go down 3, and that's where Kyra lives. Right? Well, Tyrone is 3 west, that's to the right. So I'm going to go on my negative line, I'm going to go 3 to the west. He is also 3 down. So notice they live straight across from each other. So this is where we can apply yesterday's lesson. If I know that his is -3, -3, and hers is +4, -3, then I can start by getting rid of the axes numbers that's the same, and they have the same y's. So if I drop those out, then I can see, oh, that was the rules from yesterday, right? If they're opposites, I add. If they're not opposites, then I subtract. But these are opposites. So if I get rid of my y's of -3s, and then I have a -3 and a -4, and I'm going to add their absolute values, their absolute values are worth 3 and worth 4, and that gives me 7. They live 7 blocks from each other. That's the lesson. Quickest lesson of the year, right? Because we're just putting everything together that we've learned in chapter 3. Now here's the thing. If you're reading some of these and you don't understand the wording of it, you need to ask, because several of you are just not asking, and we're here to help you. Please ask, and don't wait for, like the wonderful Mrs. Copeland or the wonderful Mrs. Stackowitz to answer your questions. Ask me as well, because I won't bite you too hard, and I'll help you.